Hi everybody, welcome to Kann Farms. We aren't ending our Elm Creek baking cakes from scratch series, but the partner wanted a vacation home, so we're moving out to the middle of no man's land. Similar series start with no money, and usually just like a tractor trailer and a chainsaw. I'm going to do something very similar, but I'm not going to be using any mods outside of the map and then the free giant DLCs. So that means even the mods that are included in the map, I'm not going to be using. So none of the fancy greenhouses or gold production or anything like that. I feel like they're just a little too good, and it's going to really kind of take away from this kind of survivor no man's land type concept. What I will be starting with is a pickup truck, a trailer, a chainsaw, and then a skid steer with a few tools to help me get going. With that, let's be on our way. We picked a plot of land with a lot of trees, but it is a bit of a drive. And I'm finding out that the skid steer is very heavy. Fishtailing all over the place. This is going to be a long drive. But that's okay, it gives me time to explain what I want to do with the farm. We want to make this our wine and charcuterie farm. It's nice to have wine when you're on vacation. So what that means is I'm going to need a grape facility that is producing an entire year's worth of grape juice. I'm going to want pigs for all of our cured meats. I'm going to want bread, olive oil, and cheese. And then maybe a few other things that we think of along the way. I think the first plan, though, is to get a sawmill up and running. We can't build any of these facilities without wood, so we'll be making planks to begin. I think that as we start to expand and grow, maybe a few people will start moving out into no man's land, and then we'll be able to hire workers or maybe get a loan. But for now, it's just us, the machines we have, and $0. I haven't done any type of forestry work before. It seemed like fun, so we're going to give it a go. Let's start with some of these little trees. If I could figure out how to work this dang chainsaw. It has gas. How do I can't get this lock undone. It's meant to stop kids from getting hurt, not me. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I think we're just gonna start with some of these small trees around the edge of our woodland. Just fill up this trailer and see how much money it makes. See how much work we're gonna have to put in to really get this farm up and running. I'm not sure if we're going to make this a full forestry addition to the farm, or if we're just going to run it when we need a little bit extra cash, or what we're planning to do with it fully yet. But I do know we need to get some planks. We need to get some basics going so we can build a few more buildings around here. The contractors did a good job on our little house up there. Enough space for me and my partner and a couple of visitors if we ever have them. But it's the only building around besides the shop right off the highway there. And that's a number of miles away. We'll have to consider getting a repair shop and a diesel tank put in here somewhere. I don't want to have to drive back all the way into the shop to get everything done. We can handle some of the basic maintenance around the farm. Oil changes and all that. I think I'm gonna turn on a bit of music and bring you all back once we're getting this trailer filled up. We have a few pieces here that I just can't pick up. Time to try out this tree fork. Never used anything like this before, so I'm hoping it goes smoothly. But it took me a while just to figure out how to operate a pallet fork with this skid steer back in the old farm. Yeah, this is going to be a work in progress. I wonder if I can't really scoop it. I'll have to try and claw it from above with one of those little stuffed animal claws. That seems to be... Nope, that didn't work. I'm gonna have to really practice this. Otherwise we're gonna have to sell the vacation home. Not gonna be able to do much with just the tiny little trees. There we go. Yes, alright. Third time's the charm. I just gotta stack this. I wonder how much weight that little trailer can hold. I'm hoping I can get a decent number of logs on there before I have to bring it back. If I have to run these tiny trips over and over, I'm going to be harvesting these trees just to get a sawmill in place for a year. I'm hoping we can get that put in before it starts to snow, before the winter. It gives us a few months. But I don't know how much the wood's going to sell for, and I don't know how much this trailer can hold. And I'm clearly not very good at using the skid steer yet. That part I'll learn. The rest of it's a little bit out of my control. I think the sawmill is going to cost me maybe around $65,000 to put in. Hopefully they don't need too much landscaping. I want a little bit of cushion in case I need a couple of tools. Maybe I'll have to upgrade the trailer. If it ends up getting too big, I'll definitely need a tractor. This pickup can only tow so much. I guess we'll get our answers as soon as I bring this first load to the shop. I'm gonna cut and bring you guys along when we drop that off. We've just got that one big tree on here for now. The rest are the little ones. Seems like a pretty good load. Having a tough time getting up the hill, but we can do it. Down the hill just fine. This shouldn't be too difficult of a drive. Couldn't get much over 30 miles an hour, but we'll take it. Let's see how much money we make. Not even 4,000. We gotta get to work. That was a better load. We got a couple of big trees on that one. Hopefully we make a bit more money with it. Oh yeah, much better. I'm excited to get working on just the big trees. We still had a few little ones in there. I'm gonna take a moment on our ride back here and just ask, what do y'all think of the formatting of this video? Trying to make it a little bit more story-like than my first series. I have the benefit of being able to start from the beginning. And the first one I started in the farm was already pretty well established, so I didn't get to take everyone along with me as I did it. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comments, and I'm going to do the YouTube thing. Just ask you give me a like and a subscribe. That way you won't miss any of the episodes, and you won't miss when we go back to baking cakes. Otherwise, this is going to be the end of this episode. I don't think we're going to get another trip in here before the end of the month. And then when you come back next time, hopefully we've got a bit more money and we're ready to add our sawmill. Thanks for joining me here on Kann Farms. I always appreciate it.